morning, Mzansi. Good morning, Vooka Nation, and good morning to the underground family out there. It's a beautiful Thursday morning, and you know we always give you that energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. And of course, you know when it comes to Thursday, we just align ourselves for a beautiful weekend, or spiritually, if we can mention that. Of course, my name is Moeketsi, my man. I'm happy and excited to be with you throughout the hour, 8 o'clock up until 10 o'clock. And you know, to connect with us across all social media platforms, we are Vooka Breakfast Show. And right now, we are live on YouTube and also live on Underground. We are also live on Underground. So, you know, the simple thing that you can do if you want to enhance the experience of listening to the Vooka Breakfast Show, you can download the app, which is both available on iOS and Android. And the number to dial is 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. On this morning, of course, we bring you the most important ingredient of the day, which is your picture of the day. Behind me, you're seeing pictures and you're asking yourself, what are we highlighting this morning? And of course, on the 16th of June, a special play took place in this theater, which is called Sarafina. And I know for most of you, you wanted to go there and of course to experience the play itself. So of course, much information about the Soweto theater is that it offers a vibrant mix of history, culture and adventure. Vilakazi Street stands out as the only street where both Nelson Mandela and Archbishop Desmond Tutu lived. Now buzzing with restaurant and art, the Hector Peterson Museum provides a powerful reminder of the 1970s student uprising and spiritual resilience.
I'll pick it up
Yep.
Sit right here now, you can go back home.
I'm dranked up and I'm banked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it. I'm dranked up and I'm banked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it, you elevate it.
I came over, I ain't sober, I'm still drunk, that's hangover. Might run it back when this page over. You the best thing, I done slaved over. Gon' arch you back and been way over. It's overdue for that understressing. Over him, now you underdressing. Call me up and I come finessing. Like, ooh, we shot it, what it do, what it don't. Baby, you a queen, you can move how you want. You was rocking with me when I couldn't stay afloat. They ain't never saying nothing wavy to a boat. Like, eyes up, look at me, now I'm the captain. Brought the camera, time for action. Split the legs just like a fraction. Tuck the napkin, time for snacking. You a mother meal. Tell me that it's mine, baby, tell me that it's real. Hit it to the max, well, tell me how it feel. It's gonna be a minute, cause I'm in it for the thrill. Make her feel like heaven, she gon' put me in the wheel. And willingly, I wanna do anything she wanna do. I ain't even wanna boo, but this is what the karma do. It's hard to be apart from you, cause ooh, I
love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here, now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. You sit right here, now you can go back home.
I'm dranked up and I'm banked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it. I'm dranked up and I'm banked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it, you elevate it, you.
For that, bet you never fall off. You was made for that. You gotta be who you really be. Shine from the inside.
So with that, that, but not taking away the fact that this morning we are highlighting Soweto Theatre as our picture of the day. Now, moving on to your top stories making headlines this morning. Starting off with your first headline, a police clash with Malawian migrants in Durban camp. Police clashed with thousands of Malawian nationals at Durban's Sherwood Hall after tension escalated. Many migrants who fled alleged violence are demanding to be repatriated home. Authorities use stun grenades and rubber bullets to disperse crowds amid worsening conditions and delays in processing as government works to manage the growing humanitarian crisis. The next headline, South Africa may scrap a vehicle license disc soon. South Africa could phase out the traditional vehicle license disc as part of a shift to a digital system. Authorities plan to use number plate recognition technology to verify registration detail electronically. The move aims to reduce fraud and corruption while modernizing traffic enforcement and improving efficiency across the country. The next headline, new migration strategy to strengthen South African borders. Government has introduced a new migration strategy focused on stronger border control and better management of undocumented migration. The plan includes stricter enforcement and improved coordination across departments while emphasizing human dignity and lawful processes. Leaders say the approach aims to balance security with fairness and reduce tensions in communities. That's all for your news headline. Heading over to your sports news, starting off with cricket news. Proteas women edge Pakistan in Edgbaston thriller. The Proteas women secured a narrow victory over Pakistan in a tense match in Edgbaston. Despite an outstanding all-round performance from Pakistan's Fatima Sana, South African held their nerve under pressure to close out the game and claim an important win. And then on your rugby news, Gilumi, inspired by boxer but focused on Zimbabwe. Luan Gilumi says he draws motivation from Springboks legend but remains focused on the upcoming challenge against Zimbabwe. He stressed the importance of staying grounded and delivering strong performances as he continues to grow in the national setup. Heading over to your football news, World Cup opening round produces winners and losers. The FIFA World Cup opening round delivered high drama with some teams impressing and others struggling. Early results have already revealed clear winners and underperformers, setting the tone for a competitive tournament as teams look to build momentum. That's all for your news and sports headlines. If you want to share your thoughts on these headlines with us, you can use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show or send us your voice note on 060-493-3226. For now, let us take a short break, and then when we come back, we will give you all your market rates and your weather update.
너의 중요하다는 words, it's for you, it's all for you. 가만히 안 되는 걸까? 왜 그런 거야? I'm okay just the way I am. I'm okay with what I do. 지금이 들어도 상관없는데 이끝이 없는 조언들 너만한 necessity. 고맙지만 고맙지 않은데 you know I don't want to know. I don't want no more, no more. I don't want to know. Gotta get up now. Gotta get up now. I don't have to know. Gotta get up now. Get up, yeah. Everybody says 너의 꿈을 찾아. Right here, right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 너를 찾으면 안 되는 걸까? 왜 그런 거야? I'm okay just the way I am. I'm okay with what I do. 지금이 들어도 상관없는데 이끝이 없는 조언들 너만한 necessity. 고마워.
It is another great morning right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network, coming to you live all the way from the Vooka Studios in the heart of Soweto, Top Santa. And this is right next to Zondi Hills and just before you get to Brumfisher Kloof. And before we go anywhere else, I just need to prepare you for what the day is going to be looking like in terms of the weather on this lovely Thursday morning. I almost said Wednesday for some reason, but you know, the days go by so quickly when you're having fun. And so today, this is what the weather is looking like in South Africa, and we're experiencing cool conditions in the north, while coastal areas face partly cloudy and breezy weather. Most cities can expect daytime highs reaching the upper teens and lower 20s. So currently the weather is looking this way this morning. In Johannesburg and Soweto, there's a mix of sun and clouds. The temperature will peak around 16 degrees to 17 degrees after a chilly morning, low near 7 degrees to 8 degrees. In Pretoria, it is cloudy with the morning giving way to partly cloudy skies. Expect a high of 19 degrees to a low of 9 degrees. In Cape Town and Khayelitsha, it is partly sunny and breezy. Daytime highs will reach 18 degrees to 19 degrees with cool overnight lows around 13. And then in Durban, it is cloudy with a few isolated showers and mild temperatures. The mercury will reach a high of 24 degrees and overnight low of 17 degrees. And then in Bloemfontein, it is mostly cloudy and cool with highs peaking near 22 degrees and lows dropping to 12 degrees. So for any further weather updates, you can of course visit or check out the official updated forecast throughout the day on the South African Weather Service platform, right? And if you are planning to leave the house, I would absolutely encourage that you take an extra layer, just underneath your jacket or your sweater. So this is what the weather is looking like with a much more focused forecast. In Johannesburg, partly sunny with a fine morning, reaching a high of 7 degrees with a low of a high of 17 with a low of 7. Light northerly breeze at 6 degrees per speed, right? In Pretoria, it is cloudy and morning is clearing with a high of 19 with a low of 9. A mild afternoon and partly cloudy skies. Soweto, it is mostly sunny to partly cloudy with a high of 18 degrees with a low of 6. Bloemfontein, it is sunny and clear with a high of 19 with a low of 4. Cape Town, it is sunny with a localized cloud, a high of 19 with a low of 14. Khayelitsha, mostly sunny and breezy, a high of 19 with a low of 13. And Durban is cloudy with isolated showers, a high of 24 with a low of 17. Gauteng, the day starts with some early cloud cover over the northern parts of the province, clearing up to pleasant, partly sunny conditions, but by midday, highs will average around 17 to 19 degrees across the region. Ensure that you carry a warm jacket if you are out late, as temperatures drop rapidly to single digits after sunset. So with that being said, that is how the weather is looking like across South Africa. I would love to hear from you what your part of the country looks like. Is it nice and sunny? Is it warm? Is it cold? I'm looking forward to hearing from you. So how you and I and the rest of the Vooka Nation can get in touch with each other is by you using the hashtag of Vooka Breakfast Show. So that's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms. The engagement also continues on our WhatsApp line. Dial the number 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. I really need you to comment, to like, and to subscribe so that you and I can continue sharing our thoughts, our opinions, and everything else in between. Such a jam-packed show we have for you right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, where radio meets TV, only and exclusively giving you a daily dose of positivity that is accompanied by a very energetic start to the day. And you know that you're always spending some great quality time with myself, the one and only MOOCEE Mist. My name is MooCee Mist, and I'm so excited. I'm happy to be both in your presence and in your company. We do this every weekday morning, Monday to Friday, between between the hours of 8 and 10. But you know that I'm not alone, and I could never be by myself, man. The Broadcasting Boys are up on the 18th of June 2026 on a Thursday morning, right? And I am in studio with none other than Mr. B right there on the technical side, taking care of us behind the camera. And of course, across from me on the table of discussion, I'm joined by none other than the one and only son of Mother Nature, DJ Mo. How's it generator? Moeketsi, my man,
Yes,
so talk to me. How's it going, man?
Oh man, it's a beautiful cold morning. Cold as we like it.
It's not as cold as yesterday, man. It's not as cold as yesterday.
But I just want the weather to get more colder, guys, because the more it gets colder, the more I enjoy it. The more we stay indoors, the more we get to, enjoy our spaces, right? So I would just encourage each and everyone who's out there that they need to keep themselves warm. A lot of people are coming out, and saying they have been suffering from cold. So please do make sure that you wear warm. It doesn't mean that when we like the cold weather, it means we can wear the vest.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't mean that. Like loving and liking the cold weather means you can do certain things, and you love, to control the temperature in your room or wherever you go, even in your body, right? What I wear this morning, what you wear, and this morning, it totally depends on you in terms of how you want this day to pan out for you. But as Mr. gave you those morning updates, I hope those were very much helpful to get you started on this beautiful Thursday morning. And of course, more updates in terms of your weather and in terms of your market rates, we will give you the next morning, which will be Friday, the 19th of June 2026. With that being said, exactly 8:30 on the dot, and we're still asking you, how are you doing this morning?
Yes, sir.
Looking forward for this day. Some of the comments are coming through right there on YouTube. Miss Q Rams,
Just stop it, this guy.
but that's what you just said.
Okay, continue with your thought. Yeah, continue with your thought.
Right, Miss Q coming through saying, morning, Broadcasting Boys.
Yay.
Morning, Vooka Nation. Happy Thursday to you, my people. Morning to you, Miss Q. Hope that you're having a beautiful Thursday morning, right, wherever you are. Yes, Broadcasting Boys. Konje the C or the club. You need to involve the C. It's the Broadcasting Boys Club, which is a BBC. BBC.
I'm not a BBC.
What are you? You are part of the BBC.
I'm a broadcasting boy.
Whoever is in this room, in this room is part of the BBC. You are a BBC.
Hello, Miss Kirams. Hi, how are you doing? Queen, Zinzi came through yesterday morning, jumped onto our comment section and said that you guys, specifically you and her, were talking about me on Monday. So I want to find out from you, what was the discussion, Chief? What are you guys talking about? Because she jumped onto our comment section very quickly, very fast. And she's like, hey, yeah, MooCee, we were talking about you, Queen and I, here, blah, 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 blah. So I want to find out. I'm very curious. Please jump on. And don't send me personally. Send it here on the comment section. Or send a voice note. Send a voice note so that you can tell the Vooka Nation while in discuss. And my ears were itching on Monday. On Tuesday, actually, 2 days ago. So I want to find out from you. But anyway, hello, Miss Q Rams. Hi, how's it going?
And also let us know how was the hike, because we want to know. You guys spent your beautiful Tuesday morning. You went out there to Klip Riversbeck, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Klip Riversbeck. You went there for a hike in Bizo cookout, and of course with Soweto Sunday, they presented the hike that took place on Tuesday. So let us know. Let us know how was the hike. Or if you have some of the pictures, footage that you want to share with us, please come through with the voice note that is accompanied by the conversation that you guys had about MooCee.
So, Mr. Mo, I have something before. I know there's a conversation you want us to jump into very quickly. But I woke up today and there's a song that's in my heart. Guys, what's happening with my headsets? I don't know.
What song? John Vuligate.
John Vuligate. But okay, I'll fix that. That's fine. But there's a song. There we go. There's a song that I woke up with in my heart this morning. And I think more than the music and the song itself, I think the message of the song is what's resonating with me more than anything else.
Yeah.
I came across this song some years ago, and the message still holds water for me.
Okay,
You know, it's still, and I'm sure you've heard it. And most of us, if not all of us, who are hanging out and watching wherever they're from. By the way, good morning to everyone who's hanging out with us right there on the Durban airwaves, Underground Radio, DBN. Stand up. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for taking the time to spend this morning with us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. So the song goes, Harin Chotsa Kuribona Disakopani Esalibushihu Mujimu Sakopanta Skanchama Wanyata Kirinako Yagayeta. So please, man, Skanchama Wanyata. Hey, man. Hey, man, I woke up. I don't know, man. I woke up like, do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Your feels for this morning.
Understand that? Man. So please, man. Hey, man. So I don't know. I just woke up with the song in my in my heart, and yeah, man. I thought I should share it with everyone, man.
Beautiful,
it
man.
Still holds some.
Beautiful.
It still holds a lot of water for me. You know?
That's timeless music.
My time is still coming, man.
It's timeless music.
Definitely.
You know, music that resonates with each and every second of your life. To say, you know what, there's someone out there on Chebileng Wanyata, but you know what, my time is coming.
My time is coming.
Yeah,
definitely.
Beautiful,
yes,
beautiful.
Yes,
we love it, and I hope that whoever is listening, Loena Habao Shebile, just Baskahonyata, and tell yourself that Nakoya Haho Yeta, right? Excuse me, it's hashtag Sivugile, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Thank you so much for that. Keep those hashtags coming. Let us know how you are doing this morning. So, just of course, we get into this conversation. Of course, you can dial the number 0604933226. That's 0604933226. Right. How often have you ever heard of being cremated? In your family, is there anyone who was cremated before? Maybe your great-grandfather.
Have you been cremated before?
Have I ever been cremated? That's a good question, guys, because
what are you talking about?
It's a good question. Have I ever been cremated? I mean,
funny.
From ashes to ashes. Sometimes you can be cremated and come back to life. Exactly. If you can get cremated now, there's somebody who can bring you back to life. These are some of the things that we don't know.
There's somebody who can bring you back to life.
There's somebody who can bring you back to life. But so, eThekwini municipality has reopened the Otongati crematorium after a 6 million rand upgrade aimed at restoring essential cremation services in the area. So, a simple question that we are asking you and, of course, ourselves this morning is that burial or cremation? If you have to choose today, what would it be and why? Which one are you choosing? Are you choosing a burial or
no, Chief, I want to go
cremate?
No, why would you want to be burnt? Look, okay, but anyway, let me not generalize, right? Each to their own. People prefer very different things. A friend of mine's grandmother chose to be cremated. And then there's a friend of mine that, I won't mention his name, but his mother as well chose to be cremated as well. 2 years ago, December. And this grandmother is actually a mother to quite a very well-known broadcaster in South Africa. But I won't mention the name, obviously. But yeah, I was very surprised, actually, when she passed on. And then only to learn that there isn't going to be a conventional, burial. Yeah. There was a funeral and a funeral service, but there wasn't a conventional burial where we go to the cemetery and there's sand and whatever. So we went to the church, there was the funeral service, and then we came back straight home. Yeah. And then the following day, they went and they went to cremate. Yeah. The old lady, the body of the old lady. So that was very intriguing. I think, that's mostly about the experience that I've had with people choosing to be cremated. In my own family, we've never done it. Yep. We've always done conventional burials. But personally, for me, I would want to be buried. This thing of chisiwa. No.
Why would you want to be buried, man?
Why would you want to be buried?
Shisa mtu man.
Arkalemo,
Akiru ya shisa wena.
Why would you want to be
Maga
buried?
shiswe. Shise.
She's saying.
No,
She's saying. No, why would you
there's
want
so
to-
many reasons. I think there's so many reasons because I think each and every time such conversations are brought up, we need to ask as many questions as we can. You know, okay, first of all, is cremation costly, right? Because we know burial, it is costly. If maybe you want to bury someone, some of the things that you need to think of is the casket, right? You need to think of the burial services that are going to, of course, do the ceremony, do everything, organize everything, you know, the funeral and those kind of things, right? So for some people to choose cremation, it's not because they want to, but it's because of the circumstances. Maybe if it's for free, then the family will choose, okay, Tina would like to go shisiwe because we don't have the money to bury.
If it's free.
Yeah. Right. So it's those kind of things. So right now the Otongati, they use 6 million rands. So I don't know. Is it for free to say, hey guys, now I want to cremate my family member or someone that I know who passed on?
6 million rands for what exactly?
To upgrade.
Oh, the crematorium.
Yeah, the crematorium to upgrade, right? So that money was used. So now questions are, if somebody wants to cremate a body, do they have to pay a certain fee? Do they have to go through certain processes whereby they're given proper information, right? So for me, maybe I see, before Kivaya Molfating, my family is struggling. I would say, guys, please
Saying.
yeah, and she's saying. And maybe if you guys, or maybe if there's policies, because I know certain people who would spend a Chele Daddy policy, you know, to the, like on the funeral. Maybe the policy is like 100 and something thousand, because I think policies sometimes as we grow up, we want the money to take care of the family, because someone cannot, you know, pay policies for you. And then, I mean, depending on, you know, what you want, because policies are meant for.
So someone can pay
taking care.
policies for you after it's already low.
No, like
That's funny.
for example, imagine a policy at 200,000,
Okay.
right?
Well, no,
And
what
then
to cheesy.
no, we spend it on the funeral. We buy the casket, everything.
Okay.
I understand. So it's like, guys, Mara, okay, what was the aim here? If the aim was that, then it's fine. But for some people, they know, I think your loss, at least something so that we can take
At
it.
least in Koposalaga something.
Yeah, leave us with something. How
but-
Uncle MooCee, what do you mean?
Lifula Highland PDs.
Exactly. Lifu tshwantse le phedise motho. Lifu tshwantse le phedise
Guys, the Black
motho.
Society, guys.
It's not.
Even in your passing on, in your death, guys, there's still black tax. Nagana o suile,
Yes.
moya o tswile, go
Yeah,
setse
monna.
mmele fela, there's still black tax.
Or hlokomezile, brother.
Bathong ke berekile, le tlo ja ditšhelete tsa ka
At least let
ke-
us benefit something from your burial. Like honestly, sometimes it's like, yo, I'm almost hluphile, guys.
Ngani?
Hayi, mvuleleni policy 1 million. Thina sifuna ukudla imali. At least when Malume goes down 6 feet underground, we are enjoying the money. At least we are repairing some of the things that Malume broke. Malume kicked a TV when he was angry, and he said this is his mother's house. Malume broke a kettle. Right now, replaka mitika pizza kamontle. So what do you want us to do?
I know,
These are some of
1
the
million
reasons.
for pizza.
No,
For Ketlele,
no, we're
1
upgrading
million.
the house.
For Ketlele.
Malume took the room and brought his friends.
Yes, it's
They
his
stayed
room.
there. They stayed there. Malume is no longer there. So we need the money. We need the money to
I love the
fix everything.
justifications. I love the justification.
So I would choose burial personally, because I've never seen it. I don't know what's the process.
of what? Of cremation?
Yeah,
of cremation.
I don't think I would want to be the first one in my family to
To
be
be
cremated.
cremated.
Like I don't know the process, because culturally, I mean, going to the burial site, it's something that, you know, we practice in my family, you know, not to worship, but, you know, just
No,
to
you can
pay a
do the
visit.
same. You can put the ashes there, the urn, put it there somewhere.
Hi.
And
Ai ka awa mo.
Ibiswa again.
No, dilo di awa.
No, just put it nicely, like a, I don't know, a shrine or
guys.
something.
These things,
the
man,
house.
are so sensitive, and they're so fragile. Is it on? Do you have batteries?
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
So this American lady, the one that is old but young, man.
Yeah.
Konjuban, it's a black lady.
Who's that?
Bad Boys 2, the sister Ega Martin.
Oh,
Gabriel Union.
Gabriel, right?
Gabriel.
You know, a couple of months back, she was here
Cremated.
in South Africa.
She was
a
cremated.
couple of months back, she was,
Was
here in
she?
SA. Yeah. To
How did
spread.
I miss that?
No,
Okay.
to spread.
Oh, to spread
the father's
ashes.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Cape Town. Yeah,
in
yeah,
Cape
yeah.
Town.
Yeah, I saw that. She was here in Cape Town. I saw that. Yeah, yeah.
So it means that if your final form
Yes.
is in the form of ashes, you can go around the world.
But you see, we go China.
Chaba.
Because
Khasa
obviously
khasi wa go China.
they spread some of the ashes
Sure,
in the US.
sure.
And then I don't know in between where else did she go, but she decided to see.
But where in
Let me
Cape Town?
spread.
In the ocean.
Yeah,
Yeah, usually it's
on
it's
the
there.
bank.
Yeah.
Of the ocean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that video actually. Yeah, yeah.
So, was there more information in terms of that?
No,
That's
motherland.
what the father.
Motherland.
Yeah,
It's like motherland Africa.
Why is I Malawi?
But here's the thing, guys. So the government,
Wena mabahambe wena.
homeless individuals,
Sure.
right? More especially like right now in winter, when we have these severe winters, right? So if someone dies and the body is not claimed or anything,
Yeah.
They bury them in the same grave.
there's options of cremation
Sure.
or being buried. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it depends with the local municipality.
Oh yes.
So because of space, some may choose to cremate the body, some choose to bury the body.
Yeah.
Sure.
But you were asking earlier in terms of prices, it can range from 5,000 Rand,
What's
Yeah.
that? Cremation.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
all the way to 25,000 Rand, where you've got a chapel, they give you the ashes, and maybe the vase is also
vase
a
yakhona, yeah,
little bit
it-
fancy.
The
But
urn,
yeah.
yeah.
between 5,000 and 25.
Oh, that's
But let's
crazy.
just take the cheapest one. You don't have the money to bury, because
Your loved one. Yeah.
the loved one. So, uhlanganise 5,000.
Yeah.
And then they can be cremated.
Sure.
Right? So, yeah, these are the options that are available. But the local municipalities, they do offer both options,
Both
especially
options.
for indigent individuals that were never claimed.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
I don't know. The one brush with someone who almost got buried by the municipality or the government was back in 2016. Yes, guys, I'm laughing. It was back in 2016, and this was a friend and a colleague at the time, and his father was living in the not so greatest of conditions, with a roommate friend,
Yeah.
someone. Yeah, just the circumstance was not so great,
Yeah.
and he unfortunately loses his life, and so because they are not employed, they don't have body benefits, they don't have burial societies and whatever else. This friend of mine, made a plan to at least get his father to be buried with
Yeah.
some dignity, and it came together. We went there, we were supporting him, we were singing and whatever else. But it was so close that he almost also got buried by the government. And the thing was that because not that he's not claimed, but the family could not afford at the time to have a funeral
Yeah,
for him,
yeah.
the way we're used to. And he almost got buried by the government and, in the same hole with unclaimed individuals,
Yeah.
John Does, as they're referred to. That was very sad, man.
Oh,
That was
it is.
That was
It
very
is.
sad.
It is.
So yeah, but we were there, we were supporting him. But look, I don't know. Like there are so many implications that have to do with whether one would prefer to be buried
or cremated.
or cremated, right? Because there are cultural aspects of this thing as well. There are traditional aspects, and we because we are informed and influenced by so many influences of culture and tradition and religion and so forth and so forth and so forth. I think as different families or as different individuals, because we have different practices, right? We recognize death in different ways.
Yeah.
Right? There are those who visit the cemetery on a regular basis. Right?
Yeah.
There are those who believe in resurrecting stones or stone heads for their dearly departed. Right? And there are those who will say, once someone passes on, we don't necessarily visit the grave, Rona, and we go and do whatever. We remember our dearly departed, but we don't go to the grave and we talk and we do all those things and whatever else, right? And so it's a very tricky one to navigate, Mr. Mo, especially in the black society, in the sense that you could grow up practicing in a certain way in terms of recognizing death, right? And then you growing up, you obviously take on your own character and characteristics and personality traits and whatever else, and you veer away from how you were brought up, right? And you start practicing in a different way. And so then when now and God forbid, like for example, you and I have lost a mother each, right? And you would say, now this thing of going to the cemetery, I don't recognize that. I don't believe in it. And I don't know, it's just very tricky. It's very tricky where you would find in some instances, the children would fight with the rest of the family in saying that, no, man, rather we cremate our parent. And the rest of the family says, no, how would we do our rituals? People need to come and honor this life that's left earth. You know, there's just so many implications and contributing variables to it, Mr. Mo. And so I don't know. But also, the tradition of cremation, Mr. B, do we actually know where it comes from? Like the origins of like,
I think it's the Western
formerly, you know, cremating bodies.
It's the Western culture.
Where does it come from, Emmanuel?
So, this is not an educated guess, but this is what I'm thinking of.
Sure.
If we're looking at mass, where there's like some form of a killing of some sort where a lot of people are dying. And remember, in terms of the body, to decompose, it does take time. Right? So, personally, I'm thinking it's coming from wanting to speed up the process of removing bodies here. Where rather than digging graves, and also throwing a lot of bodies into the same, I'll call it a pit. The next option is to cremate. But even biblically so, when at the time, Abraham, he was asked to make a sacrifice of Isaac, the son. And when God instructed him to set up an altar. And through that altar, if it had happened, it means that to Isaac would have been sent up as a burnt offering to God. So that's the form of cremation, the first one that I saw in the Bible. So I think it's also there in the Bible as well. But again, this one has that whole spiritual connotation around the fumes when they go up. It's like that's you sending the sacrifice up to heaven. But that's what I think. We've got a lot of bodies and we need to remove the bodies. An option is to cremate.
I mean, I think humans also sometimes they adopt things they don't understand.
Yes, definitely,
right?
Because,
Mr. I remember watching this documentary because it was during the times of World War, right? So, depending on your ranks, right, on the army, you were given or you were going to be buried in a gravesite. But if you were a soldier who just died in the field or you just died in jail, doing some other things out there. So
yes, sir.
Those bodies will be taken and they will be cremated, right? But they would do it in a process that each and every family would receive, because there was no budget during the World War to, pick up bodies or build caskets to send, right? So families were sent, ashes of their beloved sons and, those kind of things. So people nowadays, they do adopt these things without understanding it's
and the purpose and the meaning behind it.
Back in the times, it was because of the circumstances. It was war, and people were just dying on the field, right? So I see some of the comments are coming through, but for me, I don't remember seeing Desmond saying, "Hey, hater, would you love to ban your loved one?"
Why or hater?
Yeah, that's how he comes and pop up. Hater.
Hey, protest.
How's it? Would you love to burn your loved one? I mean, even
would you love to burn your loved one? That's
funny.
I
mean, these funeral companies and organizations, I don't think, the first thing that they ask you is to cremate, because they know now they are driven by profit.
Business benefit.
Understand, they have different caskets, so you need to buy those caskets, right? But this morning, of course, we are asking a simple question: burial or cremation? Would you like to be buried or cremated? Some of the comments were coming through right there, right? Queen the Empower coming through saying, "Good morning, Vooka Nation. One of you broadcasting boys kept me up late last night, but because y'all are always denying interactions with me, I want to come and explain the picture and tell who this person is." That was the picture that we were watching.
No.
So
there's a podcast, right? Queen, the empowerment zone, right? So yesterday I was watching an episode where she had brought, I think, MooCee, and because she was in her matric in 1976. So she's telling the story of how she was involved in the uprising, and then there was also Ifan, which is her mentor. So we were just talking, and at the same time I'm firing shots but Queen, this doesn't look like a uniform. So she's like, no, that's like a Sarafina theme. I'm like, okay, it makes sense, right? But if we were saying uniform, that doesn't look like a uniform. But Queen, you're always welcome, and we spoke, man.
Come through, Queenie. The cat books come through saying, Dumela, cat.
Hello, cat. Cat
Wadibuka. Hope you are doing good this morning. Saying happy Thursday, Vooka Nation, Vooka family. Ronwa Sacrament today, right? It's that beautiful Thursday. And then Mam Tembi coming through saying, Molweni Mavuka Amahle Underground Radio DBN and our smart, creative, energetic Vooka team on the cloudy, cold weather. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Hashtag Sivukile Moloma. Hope that you are having a good Thursday, cloudy morning, and looking forward to a great Thursday ahead of you. And then Cat comes through saying, my friend had to go to the Bahamas to spread her mom's ashes all the way to Bahamas. Bahamas is an island.
That's crazy.
Flying all the way to Bahamas.
Yo, guys, okay, let me not say anything. No, let me reserve my
but
opinions.
I mean, we respect people's wishes.
Definitely,
and
definitely, we do.
And then Kolani Dlamini comes through saying, morning Vooka Nation and DBN Underground Nation, happy cold Thursday.
Hey, DJ Exhibit
is in the building.
Yes, sir. Exhibit is in the house. Is in the
chat. Morning to you, my good sir. Hope you're having a good Thursday morning. Nelly so comes through saying, good morning, Vooka Nation and Underground TBN Radio. Ngivukile. Happy Thursday to everyone in studio. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show.
Hello,
hashtag
Nelly.
Vooka Nation. Morning. Hoping that you're also having a beautiful Thursday, cold morning. Mam Tembi comes through again saying, happy Thursday. Be blessed, stay safe, and take care of yourself. Thank you so much for those beautiful words. Kat Ari, I asked my friend to cremate me and they refused. Sometimes, guys, you might think this thing is easy, but you taking the decision. Imagine your kids growing up. Some of the things, but you know how kids are. Right? There's no kid who's growing up, hey, why let's chase mewaka? Because of the tradition that a lot of people. Yeah, why didn't you cremate my mom? I don't think we have came across someone who once brought up that. I get it, we are used to a traditional burial, I've never came across.
Why lichisite? Why lesachis?
Oh, why lichisite mewak? Right.
Yes.
So it's something that when we, grow up, see.
No,
in
I'm not gonna
our
entertain that child.
society.
I understand.
Ngwana wa botsa.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna entertain.
No,
I
answer
don't
the
know,
question.
I'm not gonna entertain.
Answer the question.
I'm telling you.
Ngwana wa botsa.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, Khoro, I'm not going to entertain that child.
O batla dipotso, o batla di
Ask all you
dikarabo.
want. I'm the adult here. I'm not gonna entertain you. You're a child. You don't understand what you're asking.
Yeah, but that's my mom. dude.
So?
That's my mom.
I'm not entitled to answer you. I go kolote.
So
I don't owe you.
So my mom didn't even leave you with something to tell me, Hore, why did she choose to do
I'll
that?
talk to you in 5 years. I will.
Ale,
Definitely.
Uncle Lily,
Here's the thing,
bafethu.
guys. You see this new age parent, and this is maybe a conversation we need to have,
Arabang
Mr.
bana.
Mo, Mr. B. That, and this is
Kids want to know where they come from.
this is
I
closely
saw that.
this is closely related to when we talked about friends, parents being friends with their children. Is it a good thing? Is it beneficial, or does it actually, make the relationship suffer, right, and put strain on the parent-child relationship?
Eh.
And we mistake that, and I think maybe we come from an age or an era where we were never friends with our parents, Rona. Though some of us do have young parents, right? But we were never friends with our parents. Our parents were never friends with us, and we were made to feel, you're a child first. La in this family,
Times have changed.
you are a child first before you are anything else. Yes, you are your own person. Sure, you're a human being who's living, who's breathing, and whatever else. But you're a child here, and so we've gotten into this age where we are influenced by westernized mindsets and ideologies and ways of parenting, where now it's cool to hang out and they smoke happily in front of us, and we're like, no, why are we encouraging children to actually drink first? Firstly, so right? And we are negotiating, and we're having conversations with children. A 9-year-old, 8-year-old, 10-year-old child is questioning you as if they are your age, or they are an adult who can rationalize and process logical thinking in very different conversations.
Dad,
that
I just
want to
know, bro.
Who are you
Like,
to
I
want
just
to
want to know.
What are you
different
asking
now.
me?
Because you guys, because Dad, you grew up not being friends with your mom, with your dad. It doesn't mean you can also treat me like that.
And that's why we find ourselves.
different
That's why we find ourselves in the situation where we are as a society, especially the black society, because we want to adopt things that don't make sense for the black society. I'm sorry, some things.
So cremation is one.
absolutely- Cremation is one of them. Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
from I don't know if this is a joke or they actually mean it.
Sure.
But Christians would say "Guti magbuyu Jesu," and then get
Rona ra bua.
the New Jerusalem.
Yes.
Masesibuya wena.
Wena uyobuya.
Mabangishisi.
You know, a great-
how are you coming
A grade
back?
7 teacher of mine, I forgot her name. She used to teach me mathematics. I forgot that lady's name. She was a dreadlocked lady who came from high school and came to teach in primary, which was just interesting for me. But anyway, and we had that conversation. And she vowed, I would never want to get burnt. Because call it what you want. Yes, guy, we call it cremation. Ooh, at the crematory.
Hey, yeah,
And
it's
ooh,
fun.
you're going to be put in an urn, and your ashes will be
It's
scattered.
fun, bro.
Guys, go see you. You're actually burning
It's
someone's
spontaneous.
body. Spontaneous. Right?
So-
and
so-
she posed that question that you just posed, Mr. B.
Uguti,
Like,
what body are you going
guys,
to?
obuela mo eng, mo wa gago o buela kae.
That's to
Wena.
dust.
But biologically, right?
Yes.
Obviously, exosalama tambo if you get buried,
Yes.
right? Cool. But also, biblically speaking,
Yes, sir.
maybe this is also where us as Africans or Christians would most likely want to be buried. Is that iti ipaipili from ashes?
To ashes.
Sorry, iti we will return to the ground.
Yes.
I'm sorry, right?
Dust to dust.
Dust to dust. That's what I'm looking
Yes.
for, not ashes to ashes.
Ashes to ashes.
Ashes to
Dust to
ashes.
dust.
Ashes to ashes.
No,
Dust to
guys.
dust.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, dust to dust. Yeah.
I mean, also there are people who will take that, because I remember watching this other show on National Geography, because there's scientists, right, who study dust. You understand? So dust, can be everywhere. When like something can be born out of dust. Understand? So there are people who understand that if I become dust, basically I'm the same.
You see,
as someone. I mean, guys, reality can emerge from a lot of things. It can emerge from a lot of things.
But Mo is right.
Yeah.
Because look, the soil, which is also a variant of the dust.
Yes.
Same thing as we have different states.
Sure.
Where you've got water in the form of liquid, gas, and a solid ice.
Yes.
It dust in itself is soil, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like you can touch it and whatnot.
Sure.
But when it becomes dry, it also takes form of dust.
Yeah.
But also ashes is also a form of dust as well.
Dust.
But anyway, one has said
check out that
have
philosophical
dust
concept, man. It's beautiful.
But here's the thing,
Beautiful.
guys. We want to, and sometimes like rastrecha, and this is the thing. Guys, you see, we are an exploitory. We explore innately so as humans because we are the dominant species on Earth, right? And we want to go to the far reaches of the Earth, and we want to climb Kilimanjaro, Mount Everest, and we want to go into the deep jungles. And here's the thing, and this also is related to the conversation we've had quite extensively, so Mr. B, here in the studio, between the three of us, where we've explored round versus flat Earth and the extents of whether we are in a globe and they are keeping certain parts of the world. Look, it's like that. Vele, we aren't meant to see it. We aren't. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, guys. There's certain things that, as human beings in the 3D physical form and shape and matter and manner that we're in, we're not meant to access certain parts of the world and certain information and knowledge about the world and the universe. We're not. I'm sorry, because we can't handle it. And because we are so curious and we're so inquisitive and we want to explore, innately so, it's in all of us. All 8 billion of us on the world, we're like that. We want to explore, but we don't realize that there's certain reaches that we will never understand. In this 3D shape form that we're living in this 21st century that we're living in, we will never, ever, 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 I don't care who says what, we'll never comprehend what's going on. And so we want to stretch these things. And I did mention it yesterday morning. What we tend to do as human beings, when we can't process and understand something on the highest level, we want to dumb it down and we want to put it to a scale where we can, compute it on the level that we are on, and we refute the form that it comes to us in, or the form that it's in naturally. So we understand, and so we want to take the Bible and we want to dissect it and put it in literal forms because we are a literal, physical 3D individuals. Yes, when the Bible says man will go back to dust, and to dust you shall return, and to the earth you shall return. Guys, like yes, Modimo ha go kwalwa mo Bibeleng. Yes, we were molded in the shape and in the image of God, right? He says you are made in my image and in my form. But we know that physically so, guys, we know that we are not clay physically so, right? It's a figure of speech, or it's in the metaphorical sense. One understand, and so there's these things. Sometimes we're just ridiculous. We stretch these things as individuals.
We are capable.
Hey guys, no, you're going to go back to dust.
We are
then you can cremate. No, guys,
we are capable.
You're reaching. You're reaching. I'm sorry. You're reaching.
We are capable beings.
You're
guys.
reaching. You're reaching.
If something, I also feel like the mind, the brain. There are some things that it can't even get to when you think deep.
Sure.
So there's so many things as human beings we haven't even started to think about.
Sure.
But for a fact that the brain can think of such, like what are the possibilities of it being there? Because obviously we work at the possibilities as human beings to say, okay, Ndwana, how is this thing possible? And exactly. And we will study till the core.
I need to be everything and nothing at the same time, right? So when you mentioned Uguti, there are things we are not meant to see.
Yes.
Not everything. Like for example, because June Margin, there are things that you were not meant to enjoy, but you're like, nah.
Yeah.
I've got the right to freedom. I've got the right to land. I've got the right to privacy, dignity, and yonke. And once upon a time, someone out there felt ukuthi, because of your skin color, you're not meant to enjoy certain privileges. But at the same time, there are things that I absolutely agree with you, because in the book of Enoch, it says ukuthi, there is a place where no flesh walks. It's frozen. It's like kabandara, right? And that's beyond the ice wall.
Anyway, guys, we're going to be jumping into a conversation after the break. Mr. Moeketsi, my man, is going to give you your latest news headlines that you might have missed top of the morning, all right, with the news update that we gave you earlier in the show. And then after that, we're going to be jumping into a very interesting conversation, in my opinion. And this is closely related to the Golf for Change Drive initiative that is being run and being initiated by the Office of the MMC of Community Development. And the conversation will be with Tapelo Ahmad, MMC for Community Development in the region of Johannesburg. So I look forward to that engagement after the break. The time right about now is 8 minutes after the hour, 9 o'clock. So let's quickly go for a very quick ad break. You go grab a glass of water, a cup of hot coffee, rehydrate. In the meantime, we're paying our bills, and then we will see each other right after the break. Coolio.
Your boy Moeketsi, my man, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature.
Let's go.
My name is NommyP.
Hang out with myself, the one and only MOOCEE Mist. My name is MooCee Mist.
On the Vooka Breakfast Show.
Topical. And it is exactly 11 minutes after the hour 9 o'clock, and these are some of the headlines that you missed when we began the show. Our first news recap: police clash with Malawian migrants in Durban camp. Thousands of Malawian nationals clashed with police at Durban's Sherwood Hall amid growing frustrations over repatriation delays. Authorities used stun grenades and rubber bullets to disperse crowds as tension escalated in overcrowded and deteriorating conditions at the temporary camp. The migrants gathered after fleeing alleged violence and are demanding to return home. Government agencies are working to process and deport those undocumented, but delays and poor conditions have intensified the crisis, drawing attention to broader issues around migration and enforcement. What's next is authorities plan to accelerate repatriation and stabilize the situation through coordinated interventions. Government departments are expected to implement emergency measures to reduce overcrowding and restore order while monitoring tensions to prevent further clashes as processing continues. Your next recap: South Africa may scrap a vehicle license disc soon. South Africa is considering scrapping traditional vehicle license disc in favor of a digital system. Using number plate recognition technology, the move aims to reduce fraud and improve enforcement while modernizing the country's traffic systems and simplifying vehicle registration checks. The change is driven by widespread fraud involving fake license disc and corruption at licensing centers. Authorities believe a digital system will allow real-time verification and improve efficiency while reducing reliance on paper-based processes and strengthening traffic law enforcement across the country. What's next is government will continue developing rolling out the digital system alongside broader traffic reforms like the AARTO. Motorists may eventually transition to fully digital verification, but the timelines and implementation details are still expected to be clarified as planning progress. On your last news recap, a new migration strategy to strengthen South African borders. South Africa has introduced a new migration strategy aimed at tightening border security and managing undocumented migration. The plan focuses on stronger enforcement, better coordination, and upholding human dignity while addressing pressures on community and public services. The strategy includes stricter immigration enforcement, improved border control, and collaboration across government departments. It also emphasizes balancing law enforcement with constitutional rights as tensions around migration and community concerns continue to rise across the country. What's next is the government is expected to roll out the strategy's 5 pillars, including enhanced border security and faster immigration processes. Additional measures and coordination between agencies will be implemented to ensure effective enforcement while maintaining social stability and protecting human rights. That's all for your news recap. If you want to share your thoughts on these headlines, you can simply dial 060-493-3226 or use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. It is, of course, 15 minutes after the hour 9 o'clock. And before the break, we're just discussing a very interesting conversation. Would you want to be buried or cremated? Keep those comments coming right there on YouTube, because we did have some of the few comments coming through, but we will go through those comments. But what I want to do is to play some of the voice notes, and then we will quickly jump into a conversation with Tapelo Ahmad. So the first voice note came through from Miss Q Rams. Let's hear what Miss Q had to say.
Morning, broadcasting boys club, Mo. Morning, MooCee. Man, it wasn't that deep. We were just saying, MooCee, she was just emphasizing on the fact that Yobanele said that unfortunately, there's no one to greet me because when I owe you and all of that. Yeah, so that was just it.
Okay, I see you, Miss Kirans. All right. Very good, like you want, because Moeketsi can come Kalima. I told Moeketsi I'm the only one who greets you like, hello, Miss Kirans.
Wow.
See you.
So funny.
See you.
Let's play the last voice note regarding the conversation we were having before we went to the break from Cat. What do you got?
Good morning, Vooka family. I hope you're all well. my take on this topic is that personally, I want to be buried the same day, and I want my family to be left in peace so that they can mourn. Because as Africans, I don't understand this thing. Nyahori, why do we have to go to the family to pay our respects, but still expect them to feed us? It just doesn't make sense. What happened to bringing and sharing and while we mourn with them? And the sad part is that after the burial, no one goes back to check on the family if they are fine or what's happening with them. So for myself, let me be buried same day, and let's move on. Give my family the chance they need to mourn and move on without pity sapomangena in the house. Thank you.
Okay, very interesting. Yeah, no. Very, very interesting conversation. Thoughts and opinions.
I know she's Christian, but you know, in the Muslim culture,
sure.
Yeah, they bury
on the same day.
Same day or next day.
Guys, that's
quick.
Yeah, next day. Yeah, but that's crazy. That's I don't know.
It's interesting thoughts. We're with you today.
Yeah, Sasa,
it's
you're
like
gone. Like 8 episodes, which is crazy for me. I'm sorry. Hey, now guys, like, no, I can't afford to plan my own funeral. Now I'm gonna plan my own funeral while I'm still alive. I'm sorry. I am, and I've told my friends. I'm yet still to tell my family properly. So I'm gonna plan my own my own funeral. You know.
Yeah.
But are we good, Mr.
We wanna drink on your funeral.
Are we going on WhatsApp or jamming on? You wanna drink on my funeral?
Yeah.
They're right there. Oh, okay. So we're about to jump into a very, very, very interesting conversation, like I mentioned before the break, with Thapelo Ahmad, who is a South African politician, Islamic imam, and the current member of the mayoral committee, the MMC, for community development for the city of Johannesburg. And he is a member of the Al Jamaa political party. He's best known for his brief historic tenure as the executive mayor of Johannesburg in early 2023, and the conversation is going to be based around the Golf for Change Jozi initiative, which is directed for Youth Legacy Invitational, right? It is a Youth Legacy Invitational, which will be a powerful day of golf, mentorship, networking, and empowerment, bringing together industry leaders and professionals to commemorate Youth Month while creating meaningful pathways to opportunity for the next generation. I mean, it's only 2 days after the 16th of June, and we know that the entire month of June in South Africa specifically is dedicated to commemorating and recognizing and acknowledging the youth, right? Specifically the youth of 1976 that took part in the Soweto uprisings, right? And so I'm very excited, and I look forward to jumping into that conversation. So very quickly, let me see if Obuti Thapelo is on the line and can hear us. MMC, good morning, and thank you so much for taking the time to engage with us, and we appreciate you, man. Please tell me if you can hear me on your side. I think you might be talking, but your mic is on mute, so please unmute on your side so that we can hear each other.
Oh, do I need to unmute here? Yeah. Oh, sorry.
There we go. Let's try one more time.
Mr. Thapelo, can you hear us?
Please unmute your mic, MMC.
Hey, good morning, colleagues.
There we go. Hey, how's it going? Obuti Thapelo?
Great. It's a lovely day today.
Yes, sir.
Bafana is playing.
Yeah.
The weather is favorable.
Yes, sir.
We hope that the weather is also favorable on the other side of the world.
Absolutely, man. Exciting times for Bafana and South Africa as a whole, man. Very, very interesting stuff. So once again, thank you so much and welcome to the Vooka Breakfast Show. So without any further waste of time, right, let's jump straight into the conversation. Golf for Change Jozi initiative. What inspired the Golf for Change initiative, and how does how does it tie into the commemorating of 50 years since the Soweto uprisings that took place on the 16th of June?
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
so much. I really appreciate, and good morning to the listeners. What inspired Golf for Change is the circumstances and the status quo of our society. We come from a less privileged society previously and currently. So what I would say is that fundamentally, our challenges are either structural or behavioral. Structural in a sense that the system would dictate for a child that lives in Alexandra, a child that lives in Diepsloot, a child that lives as far as Orange Farm, in the peripheries of the city of Johannesburg, in the far south of Johannesburg, where a child in Orange Farm, when they want to go to town, they would perhaps take 2 taxis, if not 3 taxis. Whereas if they want to go to Sandton. So this marks the 50th anniversary of 1976, with an understanding that structurally, the people or the children or the youth that took to the streets, they fought the structure and the system. Not only education, but they felt that with that education, whether favorable or not, if they have access to that particular education, at least it's going to give them a lifeline at some point. Or if they have access to that education, at least somebody who will come after them and carry the baton, it will also give them a lifeline. So this is what motivated this Golf for Change Josie.
I see.
We understand that the 50th anniversary of June 16, 1976 is not only limited to Josie or Soweto, but it is a national holiday. It is a national heritage. It's a national incident that took place in our country to transform the status quo. Because when you're talking about Soweto or you're talking about any other township in South Africa, it is a township by design of the structure or a structural pain.
No, very interesting. Very, very interesting. It sounds intriguing, man. And it sounds like it's going to be a great opportunity, for young people who will be taking part tomorrow morning. But we know it highlights that the event, is sponsoring youth sports. And so I want to find out how are you ensuring that the talented young people in the region of Johannesburg will truly benefit, from the opportunity of taking part in this initiative? I mean, what can one expect? What does a young person look forward to walking away with when being part of the Golf for Change initiative?
The opportunity creates access.
Yes, sir.
Access to opportunities, access to networking, access to business, access to mentorship, access to career guidance. That is something that one could take home. But our mandate and a role is that we need to identify key people from the sector, whether private, which is corporate, or civil society, NGOs, maybe politicians, for argument's sake.
Yes, sir.
Including yourselves who are into entertainment industry, to say, please partner with us, come on the table, let us have dialogue, let us talk, let us see how do we change the status quo, because stakeholder engagement from the government's point of view fosters good governance. Government alone can never deliver, but government can be efficient when they have people like you to say, here's an opportunity. Let us take these kids. Let us mentor these kids. Let us adopt these kids, and these kids, what they will get from in return or in exchange from this initiative, they will get access to a person that they've never met before in their life. So we will have that database. And because this is a legacy project, it is first of its kind. It has never taken place in Johannesburg. And I was meant to believe that golf, it is meant for the elite.
Yes.
If that's the case, let us take a layman on the street, a layman's child on the street, bring them, put them on the same table with a person who's an elite or a person who's successful, so that they can live up to this person, so that they can, if I'm talking about a role model, I can touch and feel. It's not just maybe a person like Ronaldo who's somewhere overseas, but it's a person that you can relate to, a person that you will be awarded an opportunity to sit with them. The objective is not only limited to the golf day, but the objective is to also ensure that there's continuity, and it has to take place year after year. And this elite person has to adopt this child maybe for a week or two, so that the child can shadow them. If I'm a CEO, for argument's sake, of a certain company, I will say, okay, I'm buying 4 balls, 2 balls for me and my partner, 2 balls will be granted to these kids. As we're playing in the field, it is network opportunity. We relate while we are playing golf, and then you will have a certain understanding or a perspective about the child and their challenges. Then you say, okay, my child, because I'm a CEO of company X, I want you to come with me in my office for a week or 2 weeks, so that you can relate to becoming a CEO of any other company.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful because by just being on the ground, especially when you are on, in the township, a lot of grievances that young people have when you're asking them questions on why are you not doing a certain thing, they will talk about access. We don't have access to this. So it's great that this initiative will bring and benefit these young kids with access to some of the people who will be there. Because you've mentioned that, corporate partners are going to be involved, let's talk about the role you see the industry leaders playing in shaping mentorship and pathways for the young people.
So I have a partner, or rather not I, because this has nothing to do with me. My apologies for using the word I. So in the initiative, we have a partner that has committed. I'm isolating or singling out this partner who says, am in the IT space. Me being in the IT space, it means that I will adopt these kids, right? And I will issue a certificate. I will train them on ICT, which is software and hardware. Software, we all know what is software. Your computer sometimes, it has problems, maybe jams or whatever, and you are told you must upgrade, or maybe it is very slow, you are told that you must upgrade your software. So they'll be trained on software, but a master class also, developing a software and fixing the hardware, so that when a child from the township thinks, when they wake up in the morning, they don't think that I must go next door and then loot from a store of my friend. So that you are putting these kids on the same pedestal, you're training them so that they must think to compete with my friend in a township. Because this child, when they know how to fix your phone, it is a person that you can entrust because they grew up in front of you and you know their parents, and they will never run anywhere. So the risks, as opposed to giving your phone to my friend, you only see my friend in that corner spaza shop. And when my friend is not there, you wouldn't know where to find my friend. But this one here will be given a lifeline to say, you can compete with my friend, and we need to instill that we need to trust our children, so that when they know to fix this gadget, maybe tomorrow they can also manufacture their own gadgets and resell to the general public.
I see.
In the near future, these children can become champions in the industries.
No, it sounds very intriguing, man. It sounds intriguing, and I like how that it sounds like you're creating spaces and environments where, just like Moeketsi just mentioned, that a lot of youth complain about having access to these spaces and these certain individuals who are prominent or who are active in prominent positions and prominent spaces and environments. So I like how it it's seeming as if it's going to create opportunity, for them to be granted or have access, firstly to those environments and those spaces, but secondary to those individuals who are actively participant on a day-to-day basis in those environments and spaces. So, someone could argue and say, you know what, MMC, ever so often we see these initiatives being done, but after the initiative or after the initial day of the initiative, there isn't much that happens. The young person will shadow that individual for a certain period of time, and then that's it. The person just walks away with the experience of saying, I once overshadowed MMC, for community development in the region of Johannesburg, but nothing came from it. So, is there a plan to sustain the impact that you guys are wanting to achieve with this initiative in future, and not just for a single day, which is going to be on the 19th of June 2026? What is the plan that you guys have put in place to have further impact, even days, weeks, months, or even years way after tomorrow on the initial day of the Golf for Change initiative?
Look, this opportunity will also create aspirations.
Yes, sir.
It will create an aspirant future leaders. And I always believe that the future is now. And I believe that one has to write their own story so that that story can be told to someone else when they're not here. Often it is said, a person who plows a tree, sometimes they do not eat from the fruit.
Yes, sir.
Born from the tree, right? So it is quite important. It's an important question that you are asking. It is important in a sense that we as government of today, we are also rewriting and demystifying that notion that these things that government brings, they're not sustainable. This is a legacy project which will take place each and every year in the city of Johannesburg, even when MMC Thapelo Amat is no longer there. But every year, because it's a city event, anyone who will take office, they will come across this initiative, and it is their sole responsibility to ensure, if Thapelo is not there, to ensure that this thing continues. Because we believe that continuity is important, consistency is important. And even those stakeholders of the society or corporate sector that would partner with us, it is their sole responsibility, even when it is said Thapelo Amat is no longer there, because this would have been their brand. And how do you sustain also the example that I've given you right now to say this child will walk out if they are adopted by that particular company, will walk out with that certificate?
Yeah.
I know for a fact that the city of Johannesburg or MMC Thapelo Amat would have saved one child, would have given a lifeline to that particular child, who would walk away with a certificate tomorrow, so that they can be self-reliant, so that they can be independent even when Thapelo is not there. They can be independent and they can be able to put bread on their table. And sometimes we would know that through this one child would be successful from Golf for Change, Josie. This child, when he opens up that Smolanyana tech shop, he can replicate this tech shop to various areas and train these kids. He might end up training 10 kids. And with those 10 kids, because of this one child, you'd have had 11 children that you would have empowered through this particular program.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Because another thing which remains staggering in our country is the issue of youth unemployment, right? And irregular words that you would hear on the street, on social media from young people is that there are no jobs, right? And it's so sad that, as I mentioned, it remains as South Africa's biggest challenge. So from your own perspective, what are most urgent barriers young people face today?
Children or young people, let me not say children, young people, first we are complicit and we are oblivious of our surrounding, and me included. I'm not saying this in isolation to myself. Right, South Africa is alive with possibilities. Upon our opening remarks, we both acknowledge that Bafana Bafana is playing and they are international. There is a soccer tournament that plays in a community that I came from every year. Ne? And that soccer tournament, one of the products of Bafana Bafana today, he used to play in that soccer tournament every December in the community called Protea South. That soccer player is Relemo Fokeng. Kanakimang, this guy who used to coach Sundowns.
Rulani
Mokwena, yes. He also has a soccer team that played in the same area.
Yes.
Yeah. He's got a soccer team. He's nurturing in the dusty roads of Soweto.
Yes,
He's incubating these kids in the dusty roads with the most difficult conditions that you can ever think of in soccer. Right? I'm talking to people that we can relate to. Hence why I'm saying we are oblivious. These are the people that we can relate to. But today, they are people that the whole world is talking about them. Rulani Mokwena or Yene Relemo Fokeng, for argument's sake. So I am saying opportunities are right under our nose. It is often said sometimes an important person there is the one that you least expected to be. And they are right under your nose. So we just need to change how we think and how do we observe the livelihood. If we change the thinking pattern as people, as humankind, as human race, we can go far with the possibilities that South Africa has given us, with the possibilities that a person in 1976 who was a youth, nobody told him that your conditions are dire. But they woke up and smelled the coffee and they understood that our conditions are dire. Let us take it up to the streets. So we themed it from protest to progress. So they protested for us to progress in this current future that they perceived to be future. So in this progress, what do? We need to take a baton and carry on with the struggle because the conditions have never changed. And nobody will change our condition until we change our own conditions.
I see. Very, very interesting stuff, MMC. In closure, because I don't want to keep you for long, I know you guys, in the office are preparing and gearing up for tomorrow's event, right? And you're up and about and, visiting and just putting things together just so that tomorrow's event runs smoothly. So, in closure, still on the conversation of youth unemployment and things of that nature. So many stories are coming up in news updates and things of that nature. And one of the things that was shared and has been making the rounds on social media was that, the aim here is not for government to necessarily create jobs for the youth, but to create conditions where youth can, be self-employed or create employment for themselves and others in and around their communities, right? And so I want to find out from you, how do you think that you guys are aligning youth skills development with the demands of the current job market, especially in tech, in technology, and the creative industries? I mean, you mentioned that we are in the broadcasting and entertainment industry. So how are you aligning those skills development with the demands of the job market as it is and as it stands this day?
I think tomorrow it's a start of a bigger thing or a bigger future, a brighter future. Like I said, we need stakeholders of the society. We need you in particular.
Yes, sir.
As the person that I'm talking to currently. Remember, now I'm not in a creative industry.
Yes,
I
sir.
might oversee the department that can be a custodian of creative industry. But I would need your input to say, hey, how can we intervene here? Mrena, come on board, man. This child here wants to be a radio personality. How can we intervene? Then you come on board, because you have the skill. So every faculty has its own person, or every person has their own faculty. Whichever way you want to look at it. So, Mrena, where now you are already in journalism or you are already in the radio, this is what you are doing best. This is your day-to-day operations. You have an experience. on board. Kindly come, partner with us. Let's see how can we transform this. Like I said, you change one person, you have changed the entire world. You don't have to change the entire city of Joburg. You can't change 6 million people. But if one person's heart is at the right place, I believe that the entire city can change with a split of a second.
No, very interesting stuff. MMC, if it were up to us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, we would keep you here the entire day and just dive into all of these issues, specifically for tomorrow's event and how, like we mentioned and how we've discussed, we can sustain and, create more partnerships and create environments and spaces where youth can come in and develop themselves, enhance themselves in terms of the skills that they can gain and, make themselves job-ready individuals so that they are suitable for the job market and the requirements of the workforce as it stands in South Africa today. But we know that when we're having fun, time flies, and it's not up to us that we can keep you here for the rest of the day. But we really, really thank you so much, and we appreciate you taking the time, to engage with us and just give us a bit more information as to what one can expect tomorrow at the Golf for Change initiative. So with that being said, we're going to let you go, but we appreciate it and thank you, and we look forward to more engagements and any other initiatives that the Office of Community Development will be taking part in. Thank you so much, MMC Tapelo Ahmad.
Thank you so much, sir. We are saying good luck to Bafana.
Yes, sir.
And we are saying good luck to the participants of Golf for Change tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you so much. That was MMC for Community Development, Tapelo Ahmad. And his office is gearing up for tomorrow's initiative, which is the Golf for Change initiative, which will be taking place at the Wanderers Stadium, if memory serves well, and if I have my information correct. So with that being said, we've been talking for quite some time now. So I want us to quickly go pay our bills, grab a glass of water, rehydrate, and then after the break, we're going to be diving into another conversation in the last remaining 15 minutes of the show this day. So with that being said, let's do that, and we'll see each other after this coolio.
It's up and down, I'm in a gambling phase. We're going round and round, it's a trampoline stay. Oh, it's like I never run out of breath, and I don't care if we make a mess. It doesn't matter what's coming next. So can we just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like someone can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love, just wanna be yours. Can we just be bona fide? Can we just be bona fide? You're stuck in this situation and let go all inhibitions now with no intermission. Why are you so goddamn cold? Tell me why, 'cause you know this ain't no love. So can we just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like someone can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love, just wanna be yours. Don't wanna be your love. Let's keep it on the low, keep it on the low, 'cause you know this ain't no love. I want you to be bona fide. Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like someone can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love, just wanna be yours. Can we just be bona fide?
And of course, exactly 47 minutes after the hour 9 o'clock, and you're still hanging out with us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. It is your energetic start to the day, accompanied by that daily dose of positivity. We're still, of course, connecting across all social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show on all social media platforms. Right now, we are live on YouTube. We are also live on Underground Radio. Interesting and, of course, informative conversations. What we are having on this beautiful Thursday morning, the 18th of June 2026. Of course, before we just get into another conversation, some of the comments, of course, they were coming through.
Definitely.
While we were talking about the conversation about being cremated and all of that stuff. Right? Kat came through saying, problem with us African, our funerals are expensive. Right.
I mean, yeah, that is a thing.
Yeah,
it definitely is a thing in our black society and communities. Because funerals now, I think funerals cost anything from about 40,000-50,000
up
going
to 100 grand,
which is crazy.
Up to 100 grand.
It's crazy if you ask me.
I mean, the thing is, the funeral parlors, they're seeing that people want that, you know, lifestyle thing. Go in style, right? That's what they will tell you.
What's the show that used to play Go
After Tears
on this channel that I don't like?
It's After Tears.
Yo, Moeketsi. Guys, but tomorrow now is something else. I'm sorry.
That's so
and
sad.
I think I love my fellow black people, man. I'm sorry. Like, and black people all over the world, guys, we just have this innate thing where we'll make something that shouldn't be glamorized.
We'll make them charismatic.
We'll make it fancy, man. We'll make you know those ladies, Bagoka. We are Moeketsi my money. We are and then you know that guy who posted Tatolo Mutona, that old man.
Mamela mo ko jwetse ntotso sa ditsebeng wena wa itse hona le mafu ka ene mara nna le
wa bona funeral ele MooCee missed wa motseba MooCee mshimano le na teacher ya o hlanye
o berekile mshimano.
So that's the thing, man. That's the thing.
It's so sad.
But yeah, I love my black people, man. I love my fellow black people.
Yeah.
You know, South Africans just have a natural, charismatic, very, I don't know. It's got flair to it, man. Even when it's not supposed to be there, they'll just have this thing, man.
Exactly.
But anyway, absolutely.
As Mami comes through saying, good morning, Vooka Nation. Happy Thursday. # Vooka Breakfast Show. Good morning to you. Hope that you guys had a great day. Right. Yesterday, as Mam Iggy was growing up. Hope everything went well and you guys enjoyed.
Yeah, man, and enjoyed the celebration. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And then Kat came through saying there's also an option of Bishop Tutu. I don't know which option is that. I wrote everything and my son knows what needs to happen the day I leave. Much better, right? Much better. And then Mam Tembi says, me too, MooCee. I would never responding to that one yabana when they asking too many questions.
Yeah, she says kids are kids.
Why and she su mama me?
Why are we like no?
Arabang. Kat says, I have a different background. I have mixed cultures and practice most of my mom's from my mom's side of the family. But not everyone lives in 3D, others live on 5.
So, but to live plus 5D,
we are here. I planned mine and told everyone, family and friends.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I absolutely advocate for that. Honano is just that I can't afford to plan my funeral just this yet. But yeah, I'm going to. I mean, you remember the
well, with that clear.
Yeah.
Last year we spoke with Palesa. From Discovery,
yeah,
right, from Liberty, Liberty Life, specifically when it comes to will planning and estate planning and things of that nature, right? And so I'm gonna sit with the person who's going to be taking care of my books in that sense. I'm going to sit down with him or her once I afford to plan my funeral and tell them, Khori, I want this.
Anyone asking questions,
guys,
you must give them this.
Like, And it's like if final, okay, signile, there's going to be a witness. If final, this is how, and there's going to be provisions. I'm going to provide financial provisions for my funeral to go the way I want it to go.
Yeah.
And ideally, I don't know what will happen. Obviously, on the day of my burial, but ideally, ke batla go cheese. Ke batla chamalele a little poster le re, hey. MooCee missed. Hey, MooCee missed in a coat, man. So yeah, man, I want a nice send off, man. I would ideally appreciate a nice send off, man. But yeah, very interesting thoughts that have been shared by all of you who are hanging out with us as the Vooka Nation. We appreciate, guys. So, Mr. Mo, very quickly, the last conversation you want us to jump into?
Yeah, this one, of course, because we are only left with 8 minutes. I promised that we're going to be continuing it the other time.
Yeah.
Right. So we're going to talk about managers in the workplace. Are they builders or barriers? Because we know if you're in corporate, there's what we call the corporate ladder. Is your manager a barrier to you climbing that corporate ladder? Right. So let me just introduce something to you, right? Just to get a clear picture of what we are talking about right here, because these managers, they are the gatekeeper of the grind. Right. So on this beautiful Thursday, let's talk about the person who has the power to make your workday a dream or an absolute living nightmare. Your manager. Right. We've all been there. You've got your head down. The rhythm is perfect and you are flying through your tasks. Then that email drops, or worse, they walk up to your desk with a quick question. Today, we are putting leadership under the microscope. Are managers actually driving our productivity, or are they quietly suffocating our hustle with red tape? Are they building our careers, or are they just standing in the way of the goals? I mean, there are a lot of people with the story of their managers to say, mini manager, I'm you know, I mean, they make sure that whatever that I try to do, which is in benefit of growing the company, right? The company has its own ethos and things like that. And nowadays, you have someone with no qualification being a manager. And where now you have...
I'm telling you, I'm 6 years, get a Vooka breakfast show. Yeah? Get a car, get a thing. I mean, I'm Mr. Highway. Right. Night call sheet. Konja is a call sheet to prep.
You the prep.
Yeah.
Show prep.
Can I prep? Here's the show prep.
Nice show prep.
You know, and I'm like, my dude, do you understand that? You get that I laid the foundation for what you're working on now. So which is crazy. But I think the more concise question, Mr. Mo, we should be asking is, if your manager was to take a 2, 3, 4 week vacation, would productivity in the office with you guys as employees, would it improve or would it decline? Right? So if your current manager right now in the position that you're holding, or a supervisor, whoever is above you, just outranks you by 1 inch, right? If he or she was to be removed from office, take a vacation, or just be away from the office for about a month, let's say a solid month, would productivity increase?
Yes.
Or would it decline?
Yeah.
And then also, if you yourself are a manager or a supervisor or a boss or whatever the case, and you outrank people and there's people under you, right? If you were to be removed, or if you were to shy away or not be in the office, would productivity in your office as a manager, as a supervisor, as a boss, would productivity increase or decline? I think that's where the question lies, Mr. Mo.
And interesting is a 2025 workplace autonomy survey revealed that a staggering 65% of skilled employees firmly believe they would be significantly more productive if their direct managers intervened less. We've built a corporate culture that values the act of supervising work more than the act of doing it. Hey, it's us. Hey, don't do that. Not realizing that sometimes just give people a leeway or a room for creativity. I think a lot of companies, they've seen that. That's why you would see these big corporate companies, like Microsoft, Apple or all of those tech giant companies, they will change the CEO because the CEO didn't let employees come with their creativity. They want their ideas to be implemented in a certain way. So skilled employees, guys, if I'm doing my work, man, stop intervening. You are doing good. Yeah, you are doing good. Okay, this is how you must do it. This is how you must do it. At least let us wait for me to finish the job first, and then we can have a sit-down talk or a report based on what I was doing, because that's why we have KPIs in workplaces, right? So that we can be measured in terms of what we are doing right there. Right. So, of course, we know that there's certain perspectives out there in terms of what other people argue. Right. And we also want to know from you, with the 2 minutes that we are left with, to say what is your argument. So the first one is the accountability argument. Without management, you have anarchy. Someone has to see the big picture for you, enforce the deadlines, keep the budget tight, and carry the ultimate responsibility when things crash. And the autonomy argument is, if you hired adults because they are experts, let them be experts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trust them to do the job. Every unnecessary check-in is a silent statement that says, I don't believe you can do this without me. Each and every minute you check, hey, how's the product going? Do you need some help? Hey, man, did you check on those deadlines? Did you check on that and that and that? That itself also will kill the confidence of the person to say, hey, do you even trust me to do the job? Do you trust me to do the job? Okay, the contrast is very sharp. Are we enforcing control, or are we facilitating capability? And the real cliffhanger is this: what happens to a company's bottom line when they realize things actually run faster, cheaper, and happier when the managers just step away?
That's crazy. Imagine you're a manager and productivity increases in your absence.
Yeah.
Right? And the higher ups realize, no, man, why do we need a manager? No, let's remove this person. Let's remove this person. Sheesh. The employees will have direct access to the higher ups, or to the supervisor or whatever, or the CEO or whatever the case is. And we'll continue run. We'll let them continue run as they are on the ground in the office, and productivity will obviously clearly scale higher and higher, and will go up in degrees. And that would be a bummer. That would knock my confidence like no one's business. But baspanam nati usiyo.
Egumnandi magangelo.
Let's go officing. Hey, nangu babako.
Yeah, man, very interesting.
It is.
Conversation, of course, continues across all social media platforms as we're about to love and leave you. This was a beautiful edition of the Vooka Breakfast Show on a Thursday morning. We still, of course, continue to give you that energetic start to your day. Later today at 4 o'clock, we are going to be with Mama Zap, right? She's going to be joining us, playing her set right here.
From 2:30.
Yeah, from 2:30, please. I hope that you guys are going to be joining us. From us as the Vooka Breakfast Show and the broadcasting boys would like to say stay safe, take care of yourself, and continue the rest of your day.
But at 12 o'clock on Underground Radio, you can hang out with Calvin on the Offside with Calvin, right? Offside with Calvin on Underground Radio DBN is commencing straight at midday on Underground Radio DBN. And then from 2:30 with the Vooka Music Experience on TikTok, like Mr. Mo mentioned, you can hang out with us right there. So with that being said, we look forward to engaging and seeing you tomorrow morning, same time, same place, right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, where we continue giving you a daily dose of positivity that is accompanied by a very energetic start to the day. This is where radio meets TV, only and exclusively on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network. With that being said, coolio, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Work it hard so I won't have to cry when I'm older. I could have done this or that. I remember when I used to. Don't do it 'cause it doesn't work. I'd rather tell her, shoot your shots. I didn't. So I know you got this. We're all living one manifest. You'll get your dreams, just do your best. So don't you tell me I am helpless just because I'm searching for myself. so I can say I told you so. I told you so. I don't need your approval to be myself. I got that on myself. Gracefully, gotta keep it cozy. I'ma take it slowly, one step at a time till my time is up. Why you stay mad at me? We gon' make mistakes, we gon' disagree. Are you so proud of me? If you just wait and see, you gon' ride. So don't you tell me I am selfish just because I look out for myself. I've been happy, working hard, so I won't have to cry when I'm older. I could've done this or that. I remember when I used to. Don't do it 'cause it doesn't work. I'd rather tell you, shoot your shots. I did it, so I know you got this. We're all living for manifest. You'll get your dreams, just do your best. So don't you tell me I am helpless just because I'm searching for myself. I've been high, working hard, just so I can say I told you so. I told you so.
Look, I just been keeping my poise. Made by the million, but still unemployed. They text me about green, but not on Android. She not my shawty, she filling the void. I make the sounds that cut through the noise. He think he a man, but he chillin' with boys. Put down the liquor, start drinking LaCroix. The pain wasn't choice, but now I rejoice. My uncle had told me that I was the one. I played the shit smart, now my bragging and dumb. Lil' shawty had hit me, said